Hello, everybody. I feel like I've walked into a play by Gombrowicz or Witkacy, the famous absurdist playwrights of Poland, because this museum, the Osiakowskich Museum in Kalisz, is really, it just puts a smile on your face. If you're having a bad day, this place will cheer you up. And certainly on a gray winter's day, as we're chasing the sun west, it's a perfect antidote as well to what ails you. The owner of the place is called Andzej Banert, B-A-N-E-R-T, and he's put this whole thing together. It just started as a lark, and somehow it just grew and grew and grew. He's got a lovely space here in this basement, and he's very close to the town center, so it's no wonder he gets a lot of visitors, and I bet a lot of write-ups. Good place to film. Good place to do interviews, actually. If you were going to do interviews, do an interview show, this would be a great place to sit and talk to people. There's something about it. This is the combination. If you see this whole wall of suitcases and trunks and things, it's the combination of all that. And that's a nice looking lady. If you like the android type, the mannequin type. Wasn't there a Twilight Zone episode where there was a lady who was a mannequin, and it was her turn in the department store to become alive for a day? I believe so. There was an episode like that. Anyway, she looked something like this lady, as I remember, and then she came to life. At least it seems like at night, when the lights are off, that perhaps there is a secret existence that takes place, or in this room. At any rate, I think it's the Indians who believe, American Indians who believe that objects had their own, or perhaps it's a native characteristic. Other tribes too, other native nations, that objects have their own life. Objects have their own life, and it certainly could be. Seems to be true here. If you look at this, it's just, there's a point where kitsch becomes art, and that's what he's created here. He's created the mixture of kitsch and art. So they're just sort of overwhelmed by the I mean, by just the combinations, that it creates its own style. Look at this fine gentleman. You see? He's got a character instinctively, distinctively all his own. I don't know if it's instinctive, you know. Wow. Like Sherlock Holmes' apartment, there appears to be no sense of organization, but I bet Andzej, the owner and creator of this place, knows where everything is. I bet he knows where everything is. He seems like that kind of guy. I don't know, we're just winding under the streets of Kalisz, and it goes on and on. It's like a rabbit warren down here, full of these objects, common, ordinary objects. There's nothing here that is extraordinary as an object in its own way. Out of the ordinary. But together, as I was saying, the combination becomes really fascinating. And you see, look at this, a whole nother long hallway. And this is very good. This is you can be locked up in here. It's for being a bad son, a bad daughter, a bad husband, or a bad wife, or anything else. That means it means etc. Yeah, 100 zlotys for 5 hours. This sounds good. I know a couple of people that would like to put me in there. I can't think of anybody I want to put in there right now, but they'd like to put me in there, no doubt. Probably my editor, when he has to start doing this. Mihao. He's got to have fun. Look at this. This is incredible. There is, would that be St. Francis? Should be with an animal, shouldn't it? Rather than a child, but it looks like St. Francis. Of course, all monks look the same, don't they? Said the actress to the bishop. Yeah, this is just overwhelmingly mundane and yet exotic at the same time. I mean, where do you get something like that? An old tree saw. Any lumberjacks in the audience? Because I have my Canadian flag on my coat. Lumberjack at heart? Hard to say, hard to say. We're running into some other people. Oh, look, and now the light snaps on. I don't believe that I've ever seen another place like this anywhere in the world. How about that? Quite extraordinary. Okay, that's all we have for this program, but we're not leaving. We're going to see it all. And we're going to do another program here. And even though Andzej is very mysterious and won't let me interview him, I'm going to read this pamphlet so I know a little bit more than in case I miss something. And come back tomorrow night to really one of the most extraordinary museums I've ever seen in my life. It's intrinsically Polish. There's something about it, or Slavic anyway. Central Europe is the place for this sort of thing. Poland Daily Travel, Will Richardson. At the museum, the Osiakowskich, or in the name of Osiakowskich, whoever that was, museum. Perhaps in the next installment, we'll find out who Osiakowskich was. But maybe not. I'm not promising anything. This is a weird twilight world. And that's all I can promise you. Okay, see you tomorrow night.